Hey, I'm Jim Search, and welcome to Understanding Upstate, the podcast dedicated to exploring what makes upstate New York such a unique place. Each week, my co-host Rob Adler and I dive into a new upstate topic to better understand what's up upstate. And this week, we are hitting the road for the City of Gorges, commonly known as Ithaca.
Woo!
Yes. What a fun town, man. I was there earlier this summer for the Ithaca Comedy Festival.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've never been, but I'm certainly familiar.
Oh man, it's a fun town. It's a very sleepy, chill kind of vibe.
Love it.
And they were interested in my jokes.
There you go.
And somebody bought a copy of my album at the Ithaca Comedy
This is a vinyl
Festival,
copy,
so.
one of the last few.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what did I sell? Yes,
Nice.
I did sell a copy of my vinyl. Nice. One of the last few. That was the 6-0 Lucky Tour I was on.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, and we've talked about this a little bit off mic, but this is what, episode 92, and we came up with the idea of like, hey, what if we did like cities as a topic?
Yeah, what if we talked about the cities in upstate New York?
Yeah, and particularly some of the like, not your Buffaloes, your Rochesters, and whatnot, where we've certainly spent a lot of time in the larger cities in upstate New York. But yeah, this is a way for us to, shine a little light on some of the more medium-sized cities, and medium and below, I guess.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm excited for it. So it'll be kind of like a survey of Ithaca, like Ithaca 101, I think we can call it.
Sure. Yeah, this is if you were an alien from outer space and you were like, what is Ithaca?
Yep.
We can explain this for you.
There you go. I like it.
And also, like, Ithaca certainly has, as far as the upstate zeitgeist goes, like, Ithaca does have its a substantial stake in the world. For sure. Of upstate New York, for sure.
I was going to say, I think most people have heard of Ithaca outside of New York State, which is not necessarily true for comparable cities.
Oh yeah, and it's a we'll get into. I'll talk a little bit about it, but like, there are like millionaire homes, $1 million homes. That's what I'm looking for. $1 million homes and like escapes for the rich elite often find themselves around Ithaca quite a bit. So,
All right. Well. Jim, we don't have a way of escaping, but we do have a way of making sure our podcast escapes out to more people, right? A pretty good transition, and that's where you come in, guys. And by that I mean our dear listeners. If you can review, rate, and share this podcast, it helps out a lot. It helps us, again, spread the show. If you give us a 5-star rating and write us a positive review, you can throw in a topic, maybe a city. We're also eyeballing maybe talking about like state parks and stuff too. What's your favorite city, favorite state park in upstate New York? We just might talk about it on an upcoming episode. Throw that into your review, and helps us out a lot.
Tremendously. And speaking of reviews, we have one.
Hell yeah, we
have a review to read, and I'm very excited to read this. Some good news. I feel like last review we hit the skids a little bit.
Sure.
Listen, folks, not everyone's gonna bat 1,000, but this week we are.
Hell yeah,
because I'm going to read our review titled Phenomenal Talk Show.
Wow.
5 stars.
Hell yeah.
5 stars coming to us from 220 NYDC. We appreciate you, good brother. And I'll get into this right now. This podcast is a lot of fun. I'm late to the party, but I've listened to 6 episodes in 2 days.
Wow.
And man, this is gold. You'll love to hear it. Good topics, good info about upstate New York. I can tell they are knowledgeable about the area, and the research they do isn't unnoticed. Good chemistry and banter as well. Rob, do you hear that?
Wow. All right. Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But how did they feel about our representation of the Irish experience in Binghamton?
I mean, they left that off there. That is all I have for the review, but I'm gathering.
Okay.
I'm going to gather by the 5 stars that I think they're okay with the work we're doing. I would say more than okay. I think they're pretty satisfied with our
no room for improvement.
Can't.
That's top marks.
Top shelf, man. We have done top shelf trivia or trivia. Jesus, I got trivia on the brain. Although we could incorporate some trivia for these folks.
I mean, it's been a while since we've done a stupid game.
Sure.
Maybe I'll bring that.
Wheel that one back out. No, we're doing top shelf research, top shelf engagement here, motherfuckers. We are giving you what it is to be in upstate New York, baby.
There you go. Maybe I'll maybe let go the Irish experience comment by like episode 200.
Sure. Yeah, by then hopefully it'll subside. It's actually it's funny. Kind of upstate update. I mean, I wouldn't.
Okay. Wait, we're not in upstate update yet.
Well, I'm like, I don't know if this would. Yeah, actually, you know what? It is an upstate update. I'm going to say that.
All right. In that case,
I'm gonna.
Now it's time.
I'm gonna call this an upstate update. I'm sitting at my apartment in Brooklyn. Get a text message from my buddy Dave. Shout out to you, Dave. He is a upstater, Binghamtonian. Mm-hmm. He says, "Hey man, I am in Brooklyn, New York." I'm like, "No shit." He's like, "Yeah, I went to a concert in Prospect Park." And I said, "The Lena Horne Band Shell?" He's like, "How'd you know?" I'm like, "Because I know Prospect Park very well." So
sure. That's where you go,
and that's where I mean, there's parks for if you are in Prospect Park for a show, I'm going to bet that you're going to be at the Lena Horne Band Shell. So in any event, we hung out and we talked a lot about Binghamton and back home, all that sort of stuff. I obviously plugged the podcast. Talked quite a bit about that. I told him about our parade day episode and the scathing review that we got. And he told me that one of his relatives, you'll have to fact check me on this, Dave, if it's a grandfather or great-grandfather, was at the first parade day.
Wow.
Right? So, he is somebody to speak to quite a bit about that. He gave me quite a bit of game about what was going on with the parade, and I was like, wow, no shit. I didn't tell him about Origina.Sin's review, though. But all in all, sure. That, I suppose, is my upstate update of hanging with my buddy Dave and his son. We had a great time, and shout out to both of them. And that is what I got for that.
All right. Well, we turn to a much more somber installment of Upstate Update. If anyone's got their finger on the pulse of upstate New York like we do, even if you just pay attention to the news, you probably heard about the passing of beloved flugelhornist Chuck Mangione.
Yep.
Rochester native and and the feature of one of our episodes. Sure. So I figured I'd read his obituary here from the, let's see, it's coming from the Democrat and Chronicle, which is the, I think, main Rochester newspaper.
Yep.
And I'll get into a little bit. I might do an abridged version here, but they had some nice things to say of old Chuck here. Chuck Mangione, one of the most successful musicians to come out of Rochester, has died at age 84. The family of Chuck Mangione is deeply saddened to share that Chuck peacefully passed away in his sleep at his home in Rochester, New York on July 22nd, 2025. His family wrote in a statement on July 24th. Jazz composer and virtuoso flugelhorn and trumpet player Charles Frank Chuck Mangione was born here on November 29th, 1940. He grew up in a musical home in northeast Rochester where his father, a grocery store operator, exposed him and older brother Gap to jazz greats of the 1950s, including Dizzy Gillespie. And you heard that right. His older brother goes by Gap Mangione.
Sure.
We get into that in the episode. Gillespie became a family friend as one of the A-list performers who would join the Mangiones for dinner whenever he was in Rochester, which I don't think we talked about that. That's pretty wild. Gillespie was one of Chuck Mangione's biggest influences. While he and pianist Gap were students at Franklin High School, they formed a jazz combo called the Jazz Brothers. Not a very creative name, but we'll forgive it. Gillespie was so impressed by teenage Mangione's musical prowess that he gave him one of his trademark upswept trumpets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see. And that's Dizzy Gillespie had these trumpet bells that were like angled at like a 45-degree angle. They're pretty wild looking. After graduating in 1958, Mangione studied at the Eastman School of Music, earning a bachelor's degree in music in 1963, and later returning to teach and direct the Eastman Jazz Ensemble. He also received an honorary doctorate from the school. There's a lot of detail here that we didn't uncover in our episode. This is great. His early work with the Jazz Brothers laid the foundation for his solo career, during which released more than 30 albums that sold millions of copies and received numerous awards. He was nominated for 14 Grammys and won 2 in 1977 for Best Instrumental Composition for Belavia and 1979 for Best Pop Instrumental Performance for Children of Sanchez. The latter, a movie soundtrack, also won a Golden Globe.
Damn.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't know. Did we talk about a Golden Globe? Because he's everywhere.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
Let's see. A couple more songs to mention. Of course, "Feels So Good." That I think it was like his biggest hit. Reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Which again, it's a flugelhorn like song. It's long as fuck, and it hit number 4. That's crazy in 1978. In 1977, the album named "Feels So Good" peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Albums chart, bested only by Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, which is one of the best-selling albums of all time.
Really?
Like that? Yes. It's why you always find a copy in the dollar bin at a record store. Like it's always in stock. That album was huge. The song was frequently referenced on Mike Judge's animated TV series, King of the Hill, where Mangione had a recurring voice acting role as himself. He composed "Give It All You Got," which we talked about in the episode, which is the theme song for the 1980 Winter Olympics, and performed it during the closing ceremonies to an audience of several 100 million viewers. Chuck's love affair with music has been characterized by his boundless energy, unabashed enthusiasm, and pure joy that radiated from the stage. His family statement reads, his appreciation for his loyal worldwide fans was genuine, as evidenced by how often he would sit at the edge of the stage after a concert for however long it took to sign autographs for the fans who stayed to meet him and the band. The family noted that he also worked to inspire a new generation of musicians by using high school bands as his orchestra or scheduling children's matinee concerts where kids in the audience would be invited to bring their instruments and join him on stage. That's pretty cool. It then goes on to talk about how he's like inducted into the Rochester Music Hall of Fame. He played. He's a lifelong Yankees fan.
Okay.
He played the national anthem a number of times. This is my favorite thing. Another highlight was working out with the New York Yankees at their spring training camp at the invitation of his friend and fan George Steinbrenner. So
wow.
This Chuck Mangione just hanging out for spring training. It's pretty awesome.
Mangione is just everywhere, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's great.
Let's see. And this ends with, to honor his memory and continue his legacy, please enjoy listening to your favorite Chuck songs, the obituary reads. And yeah, pretty sad. 84 though, you know, that's
a long life.
It's a pretty good run. Man, I'll tell you what though, there was a clip going around the day that the news broke that he died that like, I think it was a clip from it looks like a live TV performance, and whoever chose that moment, they chose a clip where he fucked up a note. It was just like everyone just like, I saw so many reposts like amazing legend gone, like he, which is all true, but like they did him dirty.
Sure.
They, like anyone can have like a sour note in a performance, but like come on, like what? You can see him make a little bit of a face too, and it's like. Come on, guys! To honor the man,
do it the right way.
At least choose
the right way.
Choose a little bit of a better clip. Yeah. It's. I digress. So we're honoring him here the right way.
That's right.
100%. By shouting him out. And again, check out our episode talking a little bit more about Chuck and his pretty illustrious career. Seems like a pretty good dude.
Yeah, man.
From what I can tell.
Rest in peace to the M man.
Yeah. Well, we gotta hop on over to Ithaca, Jim. What do you say? Wait a minute. I forgot. I had another Upstate update. Real brief. This is something I think you're aware of, but I got a little package from our number one Speedy Freak and Rattlesnake Pete. I was going to shout it out on social media, but I figure this is the appropriate place to do it. I haven't mentioned on the podcast yet, but I'm having a kid in September.
Yeah.
And Adam Rodkey, our number one Speedy Freak, Rattlesnake Pete, sent a custom onesie that says Lil Speedy Freak on it, and I'm delighted. Thank you so much, Adam. And
yeah, man.
I never would have thought when we started this weird podcast that I would be getting custom merch sent to me.
Wow.
So I'm very delighted and
weirdly awesome podcast. I think
yeah. No, I know it. I mean, I like weird things. So, but yes.
The niche, the eccentric niche podcast that we have embarked on. And yeah, here you are, man. Custom baby gear from the good homie Adam Rodkey. Yeah, Adam.
There we go.
Adam reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, you think I could send Rob a onesie, a baby gift?" I go, "I think he would love that."
Yeah. I was just like, I was like, what is this? We're getting so many like packages. And stuff.
Sure.
Like, what the hell is this? And I opened it, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It is.
So package received.
Yeah. The loop was closed.
Well, let's open the Ithaca loop, shall we, Jim?
Sure. Let's get to it. So we are embarking on our first understanding of a city, and I thought, as far as this portion, we would start with the history of Ithaca before, from the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. So we're talking around like the 17th century. As to the shock of no one, if you know anything about upstate New York or just America in general, Native Americans lived in this area for thousands of years. When reached by Europeans, this area was controlled by the Cayuga, one of the 5 tribes comprising the Iroquois Confederacy. Jesuit missionaries Boo from New France in present-day Quebec had a mission to convert the Cayuga as early as 1657. And then, not
wasting no time. Jesus.
Indoctrinating quick, fast, in a hurry. So that's just a little, obviously there's a lot more that's happening in the 17th century, but we'll fast forward to the 18th century. The Saponi and Tutola peoples, Siquan-speaking tribes, later occupied lands at the south end of Cayuga Lake, dependent tributaries of the Cayuga. They had been permitted to settle on the tribe's hunting lands at the south end of Cayuga Lake and in Pony, originally Saponi Hollow, of present-day Newfield, New York. Remnants of the tribes had been forced from Virginia and North Carolina by tribal conflicts and European colonial settlement. Similarly, the Tuscarora people, an Iroquois-speaking tribe from the Carolinas, migrated after defeat in the Yamasee War. They settled with the Oneida people and became the Sixth Nation of the Haudenosaunee, with chiefs stating the migration was complete in 1722. And interestingly enough, I attended Camp Tuscarora as a younger Jim Jam many, many moons ago.
Okay.
Fun little day camp, rode a horse, and shot a bow and arrow.
Wow. Horses at day camp. That wasn't my experience. That's pretty great.
Man. Rode some horses, was on a boat. In a kayak. I did it all. Or a canoe, rather. During the American Revolutionary War, 4 of the then 6 Iroquois nations helped the British attempt to crush the revolution. Damn it. Well, there's no winner there. Although bands made decisions on fighting in a highly decentralized way. Conflict with the rebel colonists was fierce throughout the Mohawk and Western New York. In retaliation for conflicts to the east and resentment at the way in which the Iroquois made war, the 1799 Sullivan Expedition was conducted against the Iroquois in the west of the state, destroying more than 40 villages and stored winter crops and forcing their retreat from the area. It destroyed the Tutola village, Corriganal, located near what is now the junction of State Routes 13 and 13A, just south of Ithaca. Most Iroquois were forced from the state after the Revolutionary War, but some remnants remained. The state sold off the former Iroquois lands to stimulate development and settlement by non-Indigenous Americans. Lands were also granted as payments to the veterans of the war. Boo. As we jump forward to the 19th century, Ithaca became a transshipping point for salt from curing beds near Salina, New York, which we talked about in an episode many, many moons ago, to buyers south and east. This prompted construction in 1810 of the Owego Turnpike. When the War of 1812 cut off access to gypsum in Nova Scotia, which was used for fertilizer, Ithaca became the center of trade in Cayuga gypsum. The Cayuga Steamboat Company was organized in 1819 and then in 1820 launched the first steamboat on Cayuga Lake, the Enterprise. In 1821, the village was incorporated at the same time the town of Ithaca was organized and separated from the parent town of Ulysses. In 1834, the Ithaca and Owego Railroad's first horse-drawn train began service, connecting traffic on the east-west Erie Canal.
Hell
there you go. Your favorite, buddy. Which was completed in 1825 with the Susquehanna River to the south to expand trade networks.
I just have
So Ithaca was
one point of contention. If it's horse-drawn, is it a train? Is it really a train?
I mean, I think that's a fair argument to pose.
What a fucking bummer. You're like, I got a ticket for the train, baby. You just show up and it's just a fucking cart with 4 horses. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
Bait and switch.
Yeah, that's no good.
With the Long Depression in 1837, the Ithaca and Owego Railroads was reorganized as the Cayuga and Susquehanna Railroad. It was re-engineered with switchbacks downhill into Ithaca in the late 1840s. In In the late 20th century, a short section of its abandoned right-of-way in the city and town of Ithaca was used for the South Recreation Way. However, easier early railroad routes were constructed that bypassed Ithaca, such as that of the Syracuse and Binghamton and New York, built in 1854,
right.
Which the Binghamton Railroad, it'd be such a great stop because it's right on the way up to Syracuse, but there's no train stopping. And boy, does that frost my cookies.
Did there used to be one?
I don't know if as long as I've been alive, there hasn't been a stop on the Amtrak or anything. I mean, like trains do pass through Binghamton, but it's not a commuter.
Yeah, as we've talked a lot about it. I think on the his name was Lemley, the guy that fought the Rockefeller, one of the Rockefellers. But like, there's so much bullshit around removal of train stations in smaller towns. I mean, like not even like Binghamton's not a small town, but from like Binghamton size and down, like so much of that has been restricted throughout upstate New York. I don't know how many towns I drive through and be like, here's the old train station. It's like, what do you mean the old fuck? When I was in Middletown, they have a beautiful train station that is clearly not in use, and it's a fucking long ass bus ride to get to New York City when you're just taking a train, man.
Just like Binghamton, man. 3.5 hours by car.
Yep.
Probably could be 2 if it was by train. But as I digress, it ain't about Binghamton, even though it's always about Binghamton. In the decade following the American Civil War, railroads were built from Ithaca to Auburn, Geneva, Cayuga, Cortland, Elmira, and Athens, Pennsylvania, mainly with financing from Ezra Cornell, who we will talk about later. These were all branch lines since the city, located on a steep hill by the lake, prevented it from being directly connected to a major transportation artery.
Should have thought about that before you put a city on top of a fucking hill, guys.
Yeah, I mean, who's planning here? Anyway, we fast forward to the 20th century. In 1900, Cornell University anatomy professor J.S. Moeller made up an early movie using frame-by-frame technology.
Ooh.
Yep. For the skeleton dance, he took single-frame photos of a human skeleton in varying positions, giving the illusion of a dancing skeleton. During the early 20th century, Ithaca was an important center in the silent film industry.
Oh.
How about that?
Cool.
These films often featured the local natural scenery. Many of these films were the work of Leopold Wharton and his brother Theodore. The Wharton studio was on the site of what is now Stewart Park.
Yeah.
In less than fun news, in 1903, a typhoid epidemic resulting from poor sanitation infrastructure devastated the city. Not having access to unpolluted water was one of the causes of the outbreak because refuse and the contents of the early sewer system dumped directly into the inlet. That's not good. You can't drink shit water.
No.
You'll get sick. One out of 10 citizens fell ill or died. Local residents lost 51 people to illness that year, but there was, quote, an average of 39 cases each year for the 10 consecutive years.
Oh my God. You gotta move. You gotta move.
Yeah. Or you gotta boil your water, man.
Dude. You
gotta do something. The Star Theater on East Seneca Street was built in 1911 and became the most popular vaudeville venue in the region. The Wharton movies were also filmed and shown there. After the film industry centralized in Hollywood, production in Ithaca effectively ceased. Few of the silent films made in Ithaca have been preserved. Ithaca had film studio activity during the silent film era, as we had mentioned, including the Wharton studio.
It's we're getting a lot of nice details today. Like we have a whole, this is again one of our earlier episodes about like the film industry in upstate New York.
In Buffalo.
Yeah, well, that's another one. We have an even earlier one we were talking about how like upstate New York did have silent film. It was like used as location filming from a lot of New York studios. They would go upstate to shoot their nature scenes and stuff in the silent film era.
Right.
But I don't think we uncovered the Wharton studio, who's just like an upstate based silent film studio, just doing their own thing, which is pretty cool.
Pretty damn slick. Well, folks, as we move into the 21st century, modern times, the Ithaca Gun Company tested their shotguns behind the plant on Lake Street. The shot fell into the Fall Creek Gorge at the base of Ithaca Falls. Lead accumulated in the soil and around the factory and gorge. A major cleanup effort, sponsored by the United States Superfund, took place from 2002 to 2004, managed through the EPA. The old Ithaca gun building has been dismantled. It was scheduled to be replaced by the development of an apartment complex on the cleaned land. The former Morse Chain Company factory on South Hill, now owned by Emerson Power Transmission, was the site of an extensive groundwater and soil contamination from its industrial operations. Oh no. Emerson Power Transmission has been working with the state and South Hill residents to determine the extent and danger of the contamination and aid in the cleanup.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, that sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah, I just looked up Ithaca Gun Company, and they are famous for building firearms based on expired patents owned by Remington.
So just a bootleg knockoff gun. It's like the bootleg version of a gun. That's hilarious.
Annie Oakley was sponsored by them.
Sure.
So they had an Annie Oakley.
Got a brand deal.
Annie Oakley rifle, I guess. There you go. How about that? Only $85. That's got to be like.
I was going to say that. I feel like that's going to be a little bit more by today
like
money,
a decade's worth of salary. It sounds like.
You're right.
Jeez.
Well,
all right.
In 2004, Garrod, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Garrod Townsend, a 20-year-old senior in Cornell's School of Industrial and Labor Relations, was sworn in as alderman of the city council. The first black man to be elected to the council and the youngest African-American to be elected to office in the United States.
Wow.
How about that? He served his full term and has mentored other student politicians. In 2011, Svante Myrick, a 2009 Cornell University grad, was elected as the youngest mayor of the city of Ithaca. Wow, that's fucking wild. You imagine 2 years out of college, you're like, all right,
no,
now I'm going to run the city. I can barely run my life.
Yeah, absolutely not.
This dude's running the city. That's crazy. In 2023, president of the Cornell Student Assembly, Patrick Kuhl.
Let's go with Cool. I like Cool.
Patrick Kuhl did some shit not too cool, launched a secret write-in campaign and succeeded in unseating alderperson Jorge DeFondini, another Cornell alumnus, from the Ithaca Common Council. Kuhl had collaborated with fellow students, alderperson Tiffany Kamar and alderperson-elect Clyde Liederman, and canvassed for several months, but did not publicly express his intent to run for the seat until the evening of Election Day. Wow. Kuhl received an inordinate number of provisional ballots and absentee ballots from the residents of Sigma Phi and Delta Kappa Epsilon fraternity houses. Various Ithaca and Cornell groups condemned the secret campaign as undemocratic. Scandal.
There you go.
Scandal by the gorges, baby.
There you go.
Well, Rob, that's what I have for our beginning part of Understanding Ithaca. But there's so much more to this town.
Indeed.
Way more. And we need to know about it.
Well, let's get into it. We've hinted at there maybe being some college or university of note in Ithaca. So let's get into that a little bit more. Ithaca is a major educational center in central New York, and I might argue the United States and world. The two major post-secondary educational institutions located in Ithaca were each founded in the late 19th century. In 1865, Ezra Cornell founded Cornell University, which overlooks the town from East Hill. It has operated as a co-educational institution. It was opened as a co-educational institution. Women first enrolled in 1870. Ezra Cornell also established a public library for the city. Ithaca College was founded as the Ithaca Conservatory of Music. I didn't know that. In 1892, Ithaca College was originally located in the downtown area, but relocated to South Hill in the 60s. In 2018, there were 23,600 students enrolled at Cornell and 6,700 at Ithaca. Tompkins Cortlandt Community College is located in the neighboring town of Dryden and has an extension center in downtown Ithaca. Empire State College offers non-traditional college courses to adults in downtown Ithaca. There you go. Do we know what Ezra Cornell did for money?
I mean, honestly, I feel like he's just being an old white dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how he got money.
Oh, he's the founder of Western Union.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there you go.
That'll work.
There you go. Born in the Bronx. There you go. How about that? All right, now we know. Western Union. It sounds like it should be called Western New York Union, but I digress.
Hey. Hell yeah.
All right, let me jump back here. Let's talk a little bit about the culture of the cultural offerings, if you will, of Ithaca. Founded in 1983, the Science Center is a nonprofit hands-on science museum accredited by the American Alliance of Museums. It is a member of the Association of Science Technology Centers and the Association of Children's Museums. Fairly well accredited there. The Museum of the Earth, which is maybe my favorite name for a natural history museum. It's very descriptive. It's created in 2003 by the paleontological. Man, I'm not gonna take a third swing at that. Research institution. The PRI was founded in Ithaca in 1932 and is the publisher of the oldest journal of paleontology in the Western Hemisphere. Exhibits cover the 4.5 billion year history of the Earth in an accessible manner, including interactive displays. As of 2004, the PRI is now formally affiliated with Cornell. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Cayuga Nature Center occupies the site of the 1914 Cayuga Preventorium, a facility for children with tuberculosis. Treatment of what was then considered an incurable disease was based on rest and good nutrition. There's a lot of nature health retreats in the Adirondacks too.
Sure.
I think, I imagine all throughout upstate New York where it's just like, you just got to come and breathe. Come and breathe.
You got to breathe clean air and not eat shit food for 3 weeks and you'll be straight.
Breathe the air. Don't drink the water. If you're looking at some of those dates, it kind of lines up with.
Yeah, boil it.
Yeah, dude.
Like I said, man, you gotta boil that water, dog.
Can you imagine if you come for tuberculosis treatment and you die from typhoid? Oh, what a bummer.
You trade one in for the other.
Anyway, let's see. In 1918, the Cayuga Nature Center was incorporated as an independent, non-profit educational organization offering environmental education to local school districts. In 2011, the PRI merged with the Cayuga Nature Center. Oh, wow. Making it a sister organization to the Museum of the Earth. Oh, wow. The Museum of the Earth seems to be taking over the Earth with all the shit they're adding in. Like, they're coming. They're coming for you. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology is located in the Imogene Powers Johnson Center for Birds and Biodiversity. The lab's visitor center and observation areas are open to the public. Displays include a surround sound theater, object theater presentation, sound studio, and informational kiosks featuring bird sounds and information. Just give me the bird sounds. I don't need the information. The Herbert F. Johnson Museum of Art at Cornell houses one of the finest collections of art in upstate New York. Special exhibitions are mounted each year, plus selections from a global permanent collection, which is displayed on 6 public floors. The collection includes art from throughout Asia, Africa, Europe, the Americas, graphic arts, medallic art, which I don't know, is that like medallions? Tiffany glass, ranging from the ancient to the contemporary. Medallic art. We'll never know, Jim. We'll never know.
I feel like it's like what you'd see on a coin.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds right.
Because I'm looking up what medallic art is, and yeah, it's like the art that you'd put on like a coin.
Cool. I mean, I would probably put medallic art instead of sick coin collection.
Well, I mean, I guess we all have a roll, right?
A roll of quarters? Because I do have a roll of quarters.
Hey. $10, baby.
Yep, indeed. It's a lot of pinball, Jim. That's all I know. Anyway, let's list off some people from Ithaca, New York, and not just any people. These are some famous people. Oh wow, there's a name. There's a big name on here. There's a couple of big names.
Yeah.
All right, we got Asia Kate Dillon, who is a native of Ithaca and is an actor best known for their role in Orange is the New Black and Billions. We got Adam C. Angst, another native Ithacan. Ithacan? Is that the proper?
I don't know. That's a great question.
All right.
I mean, obviously, I know what a Binghamtonian is.
Because
you're hearing one talk, baby.
TBD. We'll go with Ithacan for today until I'm corrected. Let's see. Sure. They're a technology writer and publisher of Tidbits, the oldest internet-based email newsletter, which I gotta look this up. I used to get Tidbits at like a pizza parlor would put out a little thing called Tidbits, and it was like stupid facts, but this might be something different. I think this is tech related, but there you go. All right, it's a different Tidbits. We got Alex Haley, also from Ithaca, author known for his 1965 book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X, and his 1976 novel, Roots, The Saga of an American Family, which, of course, was famously adapted into a TV miniseries of the same name in 1977.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
The autobiography of Malcolm X is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
I must say.
And Roots 2 is, I think, oh God, I'm blanking on his name. Played Geordi on Star Trek.
LeVar Burton?
Yeah, LeVar Burton, thank you. I think that might have been one of his, breakout roles. But, yeah, Autobiography of Malcolm X is probably more significant than LeVar Burton's breakout role. But, hey, I digress.
That's neither here nor there.
Right. Anyway, Mary McDonnell, she's an actress best known for roles in Dances with Wolves, Passion Fish, Independence Day, Donnie Darko, and Battlestar Galactica. Who the hell is Mary McDonnell? I know all of the... Oh, that lady. Wow, that lady's from... Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with her.
Oh, that... Yeah, I know that lady.
She plays the president in Battlestar Galactica. I think she plays the first lady in Independence Day, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, there you go. Probably a mom in Donnie Darko or something. Carl Sagan, resident, but he lived there. Astronomer, popularizer of science, Pulitzer Prize winning author of The Dragons of Eden, and presenter of the Emmy Award winning TV series Cosmos. Wonder if he must have taught at Cornell, I would imagine, or lectured, or just enjoyed being around the
The intellectual scene.
Oh yeah, he was a professor. That's where he spent most of his career. Pretty cool. There you go. All right, we got a couple more here. E.B. White, resident and author known for several popular books for children, including Charlotte's Web. All right, writer and contributing editor to The New Yorker and a co-author of The Elements of Style. Christopher Woodrow, native and Hollywood movie producer known for Birdman, Black Mass, and Hacksaw Ridge. All right, there you go.
Some notable folks.
Yep. All right, let's look at some points of interest here. These are just a few, but we gotta keep this under an hour, Jim. So let's talk about just a few points of interest. First up, we've got Buttermilk Falls State Park. It is an 811-acre state park located southwest of Ithaca, New York. Like Robert H. Treman State Park, a portion of the land that was to become the state park first came from Robert and Laura Treman in 1924. The museum,
it's a pretty dope park.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of Buttermilk Falls. I imagine there's quite a bit of falls at Buttermilk Falls, right?
It lives up to the name.
Oh yeah, I mean, goddamn, dude, some of the little like canyons and stuff. I'm just looking at pictures of it right now, and it's pretty cool. I think the main fall is kind of long and sloping, like just almost along like a long rock face. But you got some really cool little rock features and stuff that have been carved out. It looks great. I think it might be a good swimming hole. Almost said watering hole. I think it's one of those ones that pops up as a good spot to do a little swimming in the summer. Anyway, the Museum of the Earth, as we've talked about, is a natural history museum located in Ithaca. Opened in 2003 as a part of the PRI. If you don't remember what that is, I'm sorry, I'm not repronouncing it. An independent organization pursuing research and education in the history of the Earth and its life. Both PRI and the Museum of the Earth are formally affiliated with Cornell. Let's see. We've got the Ithaca Commons. It is a 2-block pedestrian mall, the business improvement district, known as Downtown Ithaca, that serves as the city's cultural and economic center. The Commons is a popular regional destination and is filled with upscale restaurants and shops, public art, and frequent community festivals. But you might say, what about the reputation, Rob? What's the reputation of Ithaca? Well, let's get into it. In addition to its liberal politics, Ithaca is commonly listed among the most culturally liberal of American small cities. I think probably in no small part to having 2 pretty well-known universities that call it home. In 1997, Utna Reader named Ithaca America's most enlightened town. As of 2007, I mean, that can't be that hard to do, but, given the rest of the majority of the country.
Sure.
Like, low bar.
That's a pretty low bar, I agree.
As of 2007, according to ePodunk's Gay Index, which I had to look up ePodunk, like, it's legitimately a site that, ranks cities and stuff. Ithaca has a score of 231 versus a national average score of 100. Like many small college towns, Ithaca has also received accolades for having a high overall quality of life. I assume ePodunk's Gay Index is like is skewing to tell you how friendly it is to anyone who is LGBTQ. That's my assumption.
Sure, fair assumption, I think.
Maybe rename the website from ePodunk. I don't know. Anyway, in its earliest years during the frontier days, what is now Ithaca was briefly known by the names The Flats and Sodom. The name of the biblical city of sin due to its reputation as a town of notorious immorality. Ithaca sounds like a pretty cool place.
Sounds good to me.
We had horse racing, gambling, and profanity, Sabbath breaking, and readily available liquor. Hell, this sounds like
great.
Sounds like New York's answer to Deadwood, dude. Hell yeah. All right. Simeon DeWitt renamed the town Ithaca for Odysseus's home island in the early 19th century. I always wondered why it was called Ithaca. Now I know. Though nearby Robert H. Truman State Park still contains Lucifer Falls. Hell yeah, I've heard of Lucifer Falls. Cool. Ithaca is primarily known for its growing wineries and microbreweries, live music, colleges, and small dairy farms. I wonder if there was a Gamora in upstate New York too. Like if you had a Sodom.
Binghamton.
That was quick. There you go. Perfect.
Listen.
Perfect. Asked and
Question
answered.
answered.
There you go.
Question answered, sir.
All right. Well, let's get into some controversies here. Which, man, I really used to dig for the controversies. We got to bring back the dumb games and the controversy segments.
Sure.
The
controversial dumb games. Although that might get us in some trouble, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see what we can do. All right. So first up, we have the Red Bud Woods controversy, which was a dispute between protesters and the administration of Cornell University over the demolition of a patch of woodlands known as the Red Bud Woods. The area received this name because of the many red bud trees that grew there and whose blossoms gave the woods a pink tint in the springtime. The website of Cornell University plantations contained on September 3rd, 2005, a description of the woods and used the name Red Bud Woods, so it had some official status at Cornell under this name. Let's see. Most recently, and I remember reading headlines from this like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I guess a couple months at this point. The 2025 Slope Day celebration at Cornell University, which I assume is like end of year kind of thing, was met with controversy, primarily stemming from the cancellation of Kalani's performance due to perceived, quote, anti-Semitic, anti-Israel sentiments associated with her. This cancellation, which I think was just speaking out and saying, let's stop fucking around with Palestine. This cancellation sparked protests from students who organized a community slope day to voice their dissent. And then we have the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Controversy arose when a white student was cast as Esmeralda, a Roma woman, in Ithaca High School's production of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, leading to protests and the eventual cancellation of the play. So there you go.
Bloop.
There you go.
And that's that.
Indeed, Jim. That's Ithaca in a nutshell. Did we talk about gorges enough? Is Buttermilk Falls, is that your primary gorge viewing area?
I feel like it might be. No, there's other gorges throughout the because I remember driving through there. And you're like, oh, you go up like a big hill.
Yeah, it looks gorges. Like I'm just spitballing here, looking at the map. You got Cayuga Lake, and the long finger kind of ends, and then all kind of south, coming out of the end of Cayuga Lake, you got a bunch of different gorge trails. You got Ithaca Falls, Cascadia Gorge Trail. A lot of gorges just south. Man, you zoom in. There's a lot of falls kind of coming out of this the river that comes out of the Cayuga Inlet, I guess, that comes out of Cayuga Lake. Jim, I got to get out to Ithaca. It looks delightful.
Yeah, Ithaca's fucking fun, man. You love nature, you love getting out of the city for a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Listen, got a great comedy scene up there.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Ithaca Comedy Festival.
There we go. Well, I think we did it. There we go. We talked more about gorges at the end.
Yeah, got those right in there.
Perfect.
Right under the wire.
Excellent. Well, Jim, it's never too late and it's never under the wire to get in a review of the show. It's always the right time to do it. So again,
always
throw us a 5-star rating if you can, write us a positive review, and subscribe. Share an episode with a friend. Maybe they've never been to Ithaca before. Maybe they are, in fact, driving to Ithaca right now on a road trip. Send this to them right now. They'll know where to go. They'll know where not to go. They're going to know that they're going to be in a pretty hilly region. Bring some shoes. Ithaca is not flat. it's going to be pertinent information for at least that one friend. So again, do all those things, help us out a little bit. Speaking of helping us out, do you have some recommendations for things that would help us out if Speedy Freaks and Rattlesnake Pete's happen to check them out?
Sure. So check this out. Let's say you buy a ticket and you're very excited for a train ride. Well, much to your disappointment, you find out it is a horse-drawn train, not the real deal. And you are crestfallen. You are fucked up, and you do not know how to handle this shocking development. Well, here's what you do. Is you go buy a copy of my album, Upstate Understandings. It is available on all digital streaming platforms, but also available at jimsearch.bandcamp.com. It is a tour de force produced by my good buddy Rob Adler and features a laundry list of jokes. So many funny things are said on that album. Holy shit. You won't be able to get enough of it. Go buy it. Go buy a couple copies. There's some great t-shirts there available as well. You're going to love it. Also, go to jimsearchcomedy.com for all the show dates and things like that. If you're in the New York City area, I'll be running around here telling some jokes. If you're in upstate New York, who knows? Maybe pop it up there in the fall, perhaps. But regardless, stay tuned to that. And also, of course, email us at understandingupstate@gmail.com. That's a good place to send just fun things you'd like us to talk about. You just want to tell us we're doing a great job. Whatever. Just email us. Rob, that's what I got. What do you have suggested for our Speedy Freaks and Rattlesnake Pete's?
Let's just say you're in Ithaca. You've just been discharged from the Cayuga Preventorium, cleared of tuberculosis. You're feeling pretty good, feeling great.
You're living it.
You're having a night out on the town. You go in a restaurant. It's summer, so you're hot. You're drinking water just by the glassful left and right. And the next morning, don't you know it, you got typhoid. God damn it. Oh, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to put on my album called New York Sticky, available at brooklynfrequency.bandcamp.com. It's not going to cure you of typhoid, and you're probably going to die, but it's going to make your last few days on Earth pretty enjoyable as you listen to my album. So go pick that up. It's pretty great. Link for that in the description, along with a link for the documentary that Jim and I made that is a behind-the-scenes look at the making of his album. Features a lot of upstate New York, and that we shot about half of it in Binghamton. So go check that out. It's pretty great. Again, links in the description for all of those things. What you won't find in the description is what we're talking about next week, though. And for that, we got to turn to Jim, who's going to give us a hint for next week's episode.
Got to pack up the VW Bug and get on the road for this one, man.
It's pretty good.
It's gonna be groovy.
It's pretty
I'll
good.
Tell you that.
I'm looking forward to it. And I actually, Jim, I yet again forgot what we were talking about next week as we got to that segment. But your hint reminded me. It's a good hint. It's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What's not going to be a good one is this closing transition, because I'm coming up with it on the fly again. But are you ready for a silly little up pun to get us out of here, Jim?
Oh, man. More than you know.
Well, Jim, I'm in Ithaca, New York right now, so I got to walk up this goddamn hill so we can get on out of here. There's a lot of hills in Ithaca, Jim.
I got it. You don't got to explain it to me. Bye. Understanding Upstate is a podcast hosted by Jim Search and Rob Adler, edited by Rob Adler, and music from Regal Monk.